Alright everyone, welcome back to my channel again, and in today's video, I'm actually going to teach you another 4 aces card trick which has a brilliant effect on your spectator because they find 4 aces instead of just you, the magician, who goes shuffling the deck and boom, there's an ace. Instead of that, your spectator is going to cut the deck and they can find the 4 aces in a completely random situation. I really hope you guys will enjoy this card trick and I'll see you guys in the performance. Alright everyone, so here's the performance for that simple card trick. So first of all, I'm going to, as usual, shuffle the deck to start. It really doesn't matter. And then I'm going to have a spectator to cut about like this much of the deck, like a quarter or a fifth of the deck. And then, let's just say I have one of the spectators split about, I don't know, 10, 13 cards. And I'll just place it on the table, right? Now, my pack doesn't count because it's my cut, so it doesn't seem fair, right? So, I'll have another spectator to cut a card. So, let's say my second spectator cuts about 6 cards, 6 or 7 cards, right? It doesn't matter, it's a completely free choice, as I said. And if you might know, it's a 4 aces card trick, so I'm going to need 4 cards, right? So, for the third card, I'm going to have another spectator cut the deck. So it's a free choice. Let's say they cut right about here. Alright. And for the last spectator, I'm going to pick another volunteer. And let's say instead of like having them cut the deck again, I'm going to have them name a number. A number that's a random number, right? But about between 5 and 10, let's say. Between 5 and 10, right? Because I don't think we got like that much card left, and let's just pick a card like somewhere in the middle. So 5 and 10, right? 7. No, you change your mind. It's 9. Okay, 9. Alright, it's your choice. We got 3, 6, and 9, just like that. And for the rest of the pack, we don't need it. And here we got 4 pack of cards. And now I want to have each spectator to hold up their hand, and they can go ahead and flip over the cards at the same time together. So my first spectator, ace. Second spectator, ace. Remember, it's a completely free cut, so they can cut anywhere they wish to. And for my third spectator, remember, I've shuffled the deck as well. And for the last spectator, they could have picked any number, a 6, a 7, or 8, or 9, but they've picked the number 9, and it lands exactly on the ace of spades. And right here, we got all 4 aces. I hope you guys like that performance, and here's the tutorial. So for this card trick, you're going to need a very quick setup with using the all 4 aces. So I'm just going to pick out all 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to put 2 of them at the top of the deck and 2 of them at the bottom of the deck. And that's all you need for this trick. Now, if you want to make this trick really convincing, I suggest you to give the deck a few shuffles, retaining the top 2 cards and the 2 bottom cards. You can either do some false overhand shuffle, or you can choose to do some riffle shuffles, maintaining the 2 bottom card and 2 top cards. After all the shuffles, you're going to split about a quarter of the deck, just roughly like this, and you're going to lift up this packet slightly, and then use your thumb holding the deck. You're going to slide the top card. At the same time, your right hand is pulling out the rest of the pack. So, one of the ace is now on top of your left hand packet, and what you're gonna do now is to put this pack on top, catching a pinky break, just like this. And what you got is now an ace at the top and an ace right below your pinky break. After you've done that, they're going to demonstrate to your spectator, asking them to split about a quarter of the deck. And at this point, you're just going to lift up everything above your break, just like this, and just ask them to cut roughly this amount of cards. And they'll see like about a fifth of the cards right here, so they can truly, freely cut anywhere they wish to, and just place the packet on the table. After that, return the pack that you have cut back on top of the deck without any breaks. Now, if you have multiple spectators, ask a different volunteer to split another quarter of the deck. They can again cut it freely and randomly, just say about here. Now, after they've split the deck, you're just going to casually do an overhand shuffle. Now, for this first overhand shuffle, you're going to retain the bottom card using these 3 fingers, holding back the bottom card while you're overhand shuffling. So you're going to first retain the bottom card on your first shuffle, and then shuffle off random amounts of cards. And when you are about to finish all the cards, you're going to slide the cards one by one. So now the bottom card, which is one of the aces, have been controlled to the top of the deck. Now once you're in this position with an ace at the top and an ace at the bottom, you're going to have another spectator split the deck roughly in half, anywhere they wish to, not a force, and let's say about here. Now you're going to tell a spectator, because you don't really have like loads of cards right now, and you want them to select a number and the position of a card, a random card. And what you're going to do now is to ask them to pick a number between 5 and 10. And 99% of the time, your spectator are going to choose either 6, 7, 8, or 9. Because you said between 5 and 10, they're less likely to pick a 5 or a 10. But before that, you're going to do another overhand shuffle. And this time, again, you're going to retain the bottom card using your left hand. And this time, you're going to count to yourself running 6 cards. So the first thing you're going to do is to retain the bottom card and slide the top card at the same time, and this counts as 1, and you're going to count to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're sliding single cards onto your hand, and for the rest of the pack, it doesn't matter how many cards you have, just place all of them at the bottom of the deck, just like this. And now you have successfully controlled one of the aces to the 7th position of the deck. So 3, 6, and 7. Once you have finished that, you're going to ask your spectator to pick a number between 5 and 10. Now, here's the fun part. This trick is actually a multiple ending card trick, because it doesn't matter if they say 6, 7, 8, or 9. You can still get the ace on top of the deck. So let's have some random scenarios. Let's say my spectator says the number 6, alright? You're going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, and then move this packet away. The reason for that is because the 7th card is the ace of whatever, ace of spades. You're going to move away the 6 cards and place this deck right on the table. And now you have 4 aces on top of each packet. Now here's another scenario where your spectator says the number 7, alright? And this time you're going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And instead of removing this pack on the table, you're going to remove the pack on your hand. So I'm going to throw away this pack, and I'm going to use the pack on the table. The reason for that, again, is because the ace is now on top of the deck. Here's the third scenario. If your spectator says the number 8, instead of counting all the cards one by one, you're going to count the cards 2 by 2. So 2, 4, 6, and 8. You might think you have passed the card, but no, you haven't, because when you flip over the top card, it's still gonna be the ace. Now for the last scenario is in which your spectator choose to set the number 9. And instead of counting the cards in 1 and 2, what you're gonna do is to count the cards in 3s. So 3, 6, and 9. And here's the magic. When you look at the top card, it is still one of your aces. So to recap, it doesn't matter what your spectator says as long as it's one of the 6, 7, 8, or 9. And in this case, a 7, and it's perfectly fine because the top card is still an ace. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this 4 aces card trick. I hope you guys liked the idea of a multiple ending card trick, which is pretty cool because every time you do, it's kind of different. But make sure not to show this trick twice, or your spectator are going to get suspicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to check out this another card trick that you are definitely gonna like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel down here. Make sure to not miss out any new card tricks tutorials. I hope you guys are going to have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!